All right, our streaming coverage continues right here with First Alert Weather Extra Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt. And check it out, a pop-up shower over the city of Birmingham. That sky looking rather ominous there. It's amazing just how many of these downpours that we've seen across the area today. Very scattered west to east. I know yesterday we had some more of these pop-ups, but some locations still missing out on the rain, even though we have seen such a widespread coverage. But it is coming down there in a few areas. Going to Airport Marine, there's another view. You can see right now 74 degrees the current temperature there. And we'll actually take this full screen and you'll see right now Jasper. Jill posted on Twitter a few moments ago. Do you see it? It's a rainbow. Yeah, we're capturing a rainbow there on our Young Jewelers downtown sky vision camera. But a lovely view. So hey, you know the rain's out there, right? But looking at the temperature sensor, someone asked me, said, Wes, when are we going to see the temperature return for Jasper? We are working on that. That is an automated station, and sometimes, you know, we lose those because of lightning strikes, and I know there's been a lot of stormy weather in that area, but we will certainly, we're working towards replacing some of that data there for you. South of Centerville, it is pouring. You look south towards Highway 82 and the Trio community. And for folks watching all across the state of Alabama, this is in Bibb County. This is south and east of Tuscaloosa, south and west of Birmingham. Beautiful downtown area there. That's one of our tower or sky vision cameras the city has on the E911 tower there, but just an incredible view. In fact, we may be able to bring that view up and pan around just to show you what's going on to the south. Again, you can see those showers there. I have the camera controls. There's been some heavy rain. That's more in an east direction, looking back in the direction of Montevallo over into Shelby County. There is a flood advisory that is in effect right now. But here's another view looking back to the north. But we've seen quite a few shelf cloud photos this week and a lot of storms that have impacted the area. Let's get over to radar analysis mode, and I want to grab the controls and just show you one more time. This is the area in Shelby County where we have that flood advisory that's going to be in effect until 7:30. These areas in here where you see the yellows, that's where we've estimated over 2 inches of rain. You see the legend right there according to radar estimates. So this would be, there's Chelsea. We'll get in really close, and be some trouble spots in here where the rain's really starting to add up. Just looking at some of the road, there's Queen Road. So if you're watching me around Highway 331 and Queen Road areas, this is going to be on the south of Oak Mountain. Those are some locations here in Shelby County where that rain is really, really coming down. And let's clear some of this off the screen here. I want to bring in the live radar view, see what this is looking like at the moment. And good news, it has weakened, these storms. They've collapsed, so at least the rainfall rates have backed off. And there's that pop-up, look at that, right on time over the city of Birmingham. And that is moving to the south and east direction. Let's put a track on this particular one. It's a slow move. It's showing 17 miles per hour. This thing is moving very, very slow. If we were to lapse this along, it's just kind of popping up. This may drift more in a south direction, but expect a slow motion with this. But right over the city of Birmingham, and that's moving back in the direction of 280. But some heavy, heavy rainfall. There's Thomas. This is where Birmingham Southern College is, Legion Field. So out on the eastern side of town, that's where we're getting a lot of that rain at the moment. But let's back this out and look further north here. I was noticing a couple of showers there around Sylvan Springs. Tuscaloosa, we got some pop-ups to the north and areas to the south. That's where the heaviest rain's happening. This is Greensboro, and there's Perry County, our friends watching there, New Bern. So places in southern Hale County, down towards Gallion, and you get down towards Highway 80. That's where we got some heavier rain that's happening. A little downpour, not a lot of lightning with this between Forkland and Utah. You can see there that's drifting towards the Thomas Station, Bology areas there over into Greene County. There's Coker, and let's back this out again so we can see some other areas. East Alabama, looks like around Anniston and Talladega, also not a lot happening. You can clearly tell where the greatest concentration of rain is as those showers and storms become more focused in areas there off to the south. Let's put this in future radar mode over the next 60 minutes. And again, not a lot of motion in here, but we'll try to bring up the, well, if we can get the menu to pop up. Well, it doesn't want to behave there, so we'll try to work on that for you. But try to bring in, actually I'll go over and grab the controls right now and bring up the next 60 minutes so you can see where we expect this to go here as we bring in our what we call our future scan product. And there we go. So you can see over the next 60 minutes, again, not a lot of motion with this, but within the hour, where do we expect the greatest impacts? Right in this zone, mainly near and south of I-20. So scattered storms, that's what's on the radar right now, and showers and mostly a lot of downpours here and there. We're going to be tracking that for you, going beyond the 7-day forecast. Let's show you what else is on the way here on First Alert Weather Extra. Big changes by the weekend as it starts to feel less humid. And we've got an update on the drought situation. It's Thursday, means we have the new drought monitor. What does that mean? What does it show? We'll have that for you coming up right here on First Alert Weather Extra.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
And being another set of eyes looking out for your kids and your family.
Getting to the bottom of health and billing issues that may be hidden in the fine print.
How events nationwide are affecting you here at home.
WBRC Fox 6 is always here on your side, ready to help. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
These are your mornings, and Good Day Alabama is built to start them right. The only station staying local on all platforms all morning long. In your community, giving you a deeper perspective with the largest team dedicated to you. Showing new stories from overnight, helping you get through your day. With First Alert weather and traffic, getting to the point, not wasting your time, these are your mornings. Prepare for a good day. Prepare with Good Day Alabama.
When moments turn severe, how do you find clarity?
This is your First Alert from the WBRC Fox 6 weather team. We're with you as we prepare for this threat.
In a season of constant change, when you need to know first, when you need to prepare, only one team gives you the first alert wherever you are. A trusted team staying ahead of what's next in your neighborhood. Stay alert. Stay with the First Alert weather team. Live, new, and on your side, beginning at 9 p.m. In a day filled with clutter and noise, WBRC Fox 6 News breaks down what you need to know before anyone else. With new updates, live and on the scene, answers for your money and your livelihood, with 6 on Your Side investigates. And your first alert for the hours and days ahead with the WBRC First Alert weather team. On your favorite platforms every night. WBRC Fox 6 News at 9 and 10. On your side.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm WBRC First Alert meteorologist Jill Gilardi, and we're going to be talking about some cool video coming up, and we're talking about a smoke-nado. Ever hear something like that? Well, check out this video. This is out of California. A brush fire Wednesday produced a rare whirlwind of smoke rising from the flames. You can see it there kind of right in center screen. A helicopter recorded this video on camera while circling the fire. The Los Angeles County Fire Department says no buildings are currently threatened by the flames, but the swirling smoke could actually be seen from miles away. So really impressive stuff there. And speaking of smoke, we've been talking about, wildfires. We've been talking about drought and areas seeing rainfall. Well, meteorologist Matt Daniel has a recap of all of that right here.
All right, it's Thursday, which means we have the latest outlook of the drought conditions across the entire country. Just want to give you a quick update. Of course, looking across the southeast, we have some areas where we're seeing abnormally dry conditions in yellow. But overall, I would say for Georgia, Alabama, and the eastern half of Tennessee, we're looking pretty good in regards to rainfall. But still seeing some drought in parts of Mississippi, seeing severe to moderate drought right along the Alabama-Mississippi line, and just abnormally dry conditions continuing for parts of Fayette, also a little bit in parts of Coleman and Winston and northern parts of Marion County. Now, as we zoom out, you can see the drought still a problem. Not much has changed, especially in Texas. In fact, it's getting worse in some spots, and also as you go out towards the western parts of the United States. Of course, when you have drought, sometimes you have wildfires burning. We're still seeing that in parts of California, and a little bit of smoke, just a little bit light in nature across the central United States, and notice a moderate smoke as well right through Minneapolis. But overall, we continue to monitor that, because when you have drought and wildfires, not only can that cause some issues to the property, but also can cause air quality concerns as well. Over the past 5 days, who's seen the rain? We've seen a lot of that northern parts of Iowa. As you go towards the Chicago area, some heavy rainfall there where you start seeing those yellow, oranges, and reds. That's indicating on the scale anywhere between 4 to maybe 8 inches of rainfall over the past 5 days. The southeast has had plenty of rain. We've had rounds of showers and storms all week long, and we've had a little bit of rain in parts of Texas, but still not enough to kind of reduce those drought conditions. And of course, that monsoon flow spreading some showers out across the southwestern parts of the United States. Now, how much rain have we seen over the past 5 days? And you can see we've had areas not seeing a lot, some areas have seen a good amount. So zooming towards the north, we've had a decent amount of rain. Even this morning east of Hamilton, we've had 1 to 2 to 3 inches of rainfall there. But in Hamilton, almost an inch of rain over the past 5 days. Some bullseyes in yellows and oranges, northern parts of Coleman County. Also in Aniana, we've had a decent amount of rainfall and almost an inch of rain in Gadsden and Jacksonville area towards Anniston, almost 1 inch or 2 inches of rain there. And then Birmingham, we've had a couple of days of storms just firing up within the city, so we've seen a couple of inches of rain there. A little drier though in Tuscaloosa. Areas to the south and east have picked up about an inch or two. And as we zoom towards the south, we've had some heavier amounts of rainfall over the past 5 days in and around the Clanton area. Northern Chilton County, maybe 1/2 inch to an inch of rainfall. So pretty much after today, we're pretty much staying relatively dry going into the weekend. How much rain have we seen so far? The small number below is how much rain we've actually recorded in Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and Anniston. So almost 2 inches of rain has fallen in Birmingham. Normally, we'll see about 4.5 inches of rainfall for the month. Same idea in Tuscaloosa, a little over 1/2 inch of rainfall. And in Anniston, we could use a little bit, almost 7/10 of an inch of rain for the month of August so far. So potential rainfall for the next 7 days, we'll put this in loop. This is just a model run, but as you can see, the areas that are in drought continuing to see dry conditions. Hopefully we'll see a little bit of rain along the coastal regions of Texas, but the western parts of the U.S. pretty dry, and it looks like the eastern half along the east coast. That's where we're going to see the best chance for some rain over the next 5 to 7 days. We'll have more updates to come on the drought coming up on Weather Extra next week on Thursday.
Thanks, Matt, for that. Well, you're about to hear about a couple that immigrated all the way to the United States from their native Friesland and settled in South Alabama. That's part of Finland. And they're in the Slocum area in Alabama, and where they started their first organic dairy in our state. So over the years, their methods have really changed, but one thing that has stayed the same is the brutal summer weather. So Fred's going to learn all about that and shares the challenges they face in today's Absolutely Alabama Weather Extra.
Well, this is a very special visit with you on our WBRC Fox 6 First Alert Weather Extra and Absolutely Alabama, but with a little bit of a different twist. This is my friend Jan DeJong, and we've known each other, gosh, Jan, I guess going on more than 10 years.
Yes, sir, man.
And Jan, now tell folks where you're from, because this is an interesting part of the story. We're here at Working Cows Dairy in Slocum in South Alabama, so tell us Jan's backstory.
Yes, sir. Well, originally we're from the Netherlands, and there is a northern province in the Netherlands called Friesland, and we got our own language over there and a lot of black and white cows and grass and keep on going. But the weather is kind of similar to New York State, and that's one reason, you know, I didn't like it too much over there, because I don't like winters, you know what I mean? So that's, yeah.
So you settled in South Alabama. The weather is decidedly different in Geneva County than it is in Friesland.
Yes, sir, and I feel for the weatherman. You know, a lot of times, you know, you start cutting hay or you go to a job site and do a lot of dirt work, and the weatherman tells you it's 10% chance of rain. Well, you're going to have big gully washes that day. So it's that southern pattern, and I think that's where we're sitting in right now. So, yeah.
And my last question for you, it's been a long, hot summer. How's it been on the cows? How do the cows hold up? What about your rainfall and the heat, and how the cows adapt in
the 41 years that my wife and I are here in southern Alabama, this is, I think, the most growing grass what I've seen in my lifetime here. You know, I mean, it's extremely moist and green. It's like a greenhouse. And well, the cows, you know, a lot of times we let them graze at night because the humidity is so high at the daytime. So, and then we got a cooling barn where the cows can go in daytime, you know, so they stay happy and content, you know, and that's what they like. We don't even chase them in the barn. I mean, they're gonna go under free will. We got an open gate policy, so-called.
Well, Jan, thank you so much again for visiting with us, and congratulations. Of course, you can at a lot of your local grocery stores get his milk. It's organic. It's from Working Cows Dairy, because as your wife told me a long time ago, the cows do all the work.
Yes, sir. We give them all the credit, you know. That's why we do that.
And now they got cheese, they got butter, so check it out, Working Cows Dairy, and tell them Jan sent you.
Thanks for that, Fred. Well, we still have a lot more to come on First Alert Weather Extra. We're going to be getting an update on your Super 7-day and, of course, go beyond the 7-day. And we've been also receiving some really cool pictures, videos through the WBRC First Alert Weather app that Mickey will be sharing with you coming up. So stay with us.
America's most admired home remodeling brand, West Shore Home, is making shower and bath replacements fast, easy, and convenient for homeowners all across the country. And today, Kirsten and I, we're talking shower and bath replacements and why you might want to consider starting your project right now.
So Joe, if you've been in your home for a few years, it's likely that you're seeing some problems in your shower or bath. It could be mold and mildew buildup, or maybe you just want something a little more new, a little more modern. Either way, West Shore Home is here to help. Right now, we're offering limited time savings with our flash sale. Give us a call and you can get 18 months of no payments and no interest financing. And on top of that, we'll take an additional $1,500 off every shower and bath project.
It's a fantastic deal. Now, on the financing, Kirsten, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there wondering exactly how that works. Can you explain that?
Sure. So what you're going to have is 18 months of flexible financing. What that means is you can keep your money now and you won't have to make your first payment until a year and a half after your project is installed. And you won't need to worry about paying anything in interest during that time. This is the best plan for people looking to start their project right now while saving money.
Wow, so they're getting the flexible financing, and on top of that, $1,500 off per shower. That really is an incredible deal.
It definitely is. A lot of people sometimes are worried about starting a project like this because maybe they've had a bad experience with a project of their own. At West Shore Home, we understand those concerns. That's why all of our installers are employees of the company. They'll treat your house like it's their own while delivering a 5-star installation experience.
Yeah, we've been on those jobs many times. Their work really is amazing.
It definitely is. So let's take a look at a project we did recently. We were able to take this shower from this to this, all in just one day.
Love it. Folks, call West Shore Home now and take advantage of their shower and bath flash sale. Get 18 months of no payments and no interest financing, and for a limited time, get $1,500 off your shower. This offer ends Sunday, so don't wait. Call West Shore Home now.
All right, we now have a flood advisory for Jefferson County. Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt here with you as we look at First Alert Sky Vision camera on Red Mountain, our tower camera, and it's pouring right now in Birmingham. And one of the reasons we see that flood advisory a couple days here, these same areas, we've had some heavy downpours moving through, and we're going to get another quick 2 to 3 inches of rain perhaps in some of these locations. So be careful out there. 85 degrees, and it's pouring to the north, just looks like a wall of rain. You look at the radar and see there's a lot of areas where we got the sun shining, but areas to the south and then right in around Birmingham and right around the city, and that's where some heavier downpours are located. Let's get into these locations again. There's that flood advisory that's in effect. This is not a flash flood warning, but this is kind of that stage you get to before that, and you know, typical trouble spots. That's where we'll need to watch out first. I mentioned earlier out here around Legion Field, Birmingham Southern College, there's East Thomas, there's the junction. You can see 65 and 2059 there through Birmingham. So you see where a lot of this heavy rain's located right there, where a lot of folks are on the road right now. So you may want to hold off before getting out there as this drifts to the south. Slow moving stuff, and over 2 inches of rain in some spots around Shelby County, but a lot of the wet weather we saw in here has dissipated. These storms kind of raining themselves out, but there's some zones in here where we could have some localized flooding going on. Another flood advisory again, that's Shelby County. Heavier rain lining up and an axis stretching across southern Bibb County. We had a radar radar update at the top of the show. You look at this, very little change. So over the past 15 minutes, it's almost exactly where we were seeing this rain 15 minutes ago. So slow stuff, and there's going to be some more spots out there where that rain's going to start adding up quickly. Union Grove, this is in Chilton County right there. South of there, Thorsby, Jemison's there. So you can kind of see some locations. I'm just naming some areas being impacted by the heavier rain, and that's close to Lay Lake as well, and also in northern Tallapoosa County. It looks like I probably next hour still going to be dealing with some of this rain in some of these areas. So plan for that. In the next 24 hours, we'll see the rain chances becoming more focused in areas to the south. There could be a couple of sprinkles or a shower on the radar map as late as 11 o'clock tonight, but as Jill noted earlier, we're tracking some drier air, and it's going to move in from the north, and that deeper moisture pushes further south, and that's where we will see the greatest concentration for some of those scattered thunderstorms as we go into tomorrow, and even a couple of isolated pop-ups Saturday and Sunday, maybe to the far south. Sometimes the models tend to kind of overdo it when it comes to the amount of dry air or how far south it's able to make it. I certainly think tomorrow night and into Saturday morning, it's going to feel pretty good area-wide as those temperatures fall into the 60s. But just how long does it hang on? That's the question. We're looking at a high near 90 degrees into our Friday afternoon. And again, tomorrow, most areas will be dry. Isolated afternoon storms. A first alert for those pop-ups, mainly in areas to the south. So the big story, next big thing is going to be what's happening with the muggy meter. And again, I mentioned those the drier air, and this represents lower dew points. That's what we're looking at here. The dew point temperature, when you see those values really drop off, that's a good indicator of that less sticky feel that's going to be moving in. And notice north to south, that dry air settles in, but it doesn't last long. We see some of the green coming back. It starts to feel a bit muggy and more humid as we get into Monday. However, as we get into the end of next week, notice what happens. Another surge of dry air. So there's going to be kind of some days where it's going to be more of a dry heat. It's going to feel pretty good during the mornings. And there's going to be days where it's going to start to feel noticeably more sticky out there, especially by Monday and Tuesday of next week. But some changes are coming. It looks like this weather pattern, some ups and downs here over the next few days. It certainly looks like some changes on the way, and you can see there rain chances finally at least backing off a little bit, but I know some of us, we need the rain. Tomorrow that rain chance backs off, and then this weekend mainly dry, maybe a stray shower in the afternoon to the south, and then we get into next week, rain chances start to go up as we start to feel a bit more humid through the middle of the week, and then by Thursday, well, here comes some more dry air. So Jill, you know, it's been interesting as we watch the long range data. There were times in which some of the deterministic data suggested next week we would have a likely storms every day, and then one day we look at the data, it looked dry throughout the entire week. Well, now we have a little bit of rain coming back, and now some dry weather possibly.
Yeah, it just does that flip-flop game, especially going, farther out with time. So we'll continue to keep you updated on that. As we go beyond the 7-day, we've seen that consistency of indicating below average temperatures. And again, we're talking about a chance it's around 40% for the below average temperatures across parts of the southeast. So we can hope for any little lowering, right? The highs predicted going beyond the 7-day, we could see some days in the 80s, but still plenty of 90-degree days as well. So maybe, inching towards fall, we get slight little cool downs, maybe weak little fronts to go on through, and subtle drops in humidity. And when that happens, you can get that overnight low to dip into the 60s, and depending on how dry that air is, you can see those numbers dip even lower than that into the 50s. So again, we're starting to see that trend moving forward, but what I have not seen yet is anything brewing in the tropics. Now, typically during a La Nina year, you have, active weather across the Atlantic. You have a lot of hurricanes because it's supposed to be a time where you have low wind shear. We're seeing high wind shear and Saharan dust. Both of those are going to go to putting a cap basically on any development. And again, I'm going beyond the 7-day towards the end of the month and just not seeing anything. So this would be good news. We don't want it to be an active hurricane season. So as of right now, not seeing anything brewing in the tropics. That's your beyond the 7-day report.
All right, Jill, and I know you will certainly be keeping a close watch there on what's happening in the tropics as well. Again, we're going to be keeping a close watch on the radar as we continue to track some of these rumbles I'm hearing here on Red Mountain. Some storms in the Birmingham area. Again, a flood advisory. Check the First Alert weather app before you head out this evening as those rain chances continue. We'll be back with more as we check out some weather photos after this.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
These are your mornings, and Good Day Alabama is built to start them right. The only station staying local on all platforms all morning long. Prepare for a good day. Prepare with Good Day Alabama.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
How events nationwide are affecting you here at home.
WBRC Fox 6 is always here on your side, ready to help. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
In a season of constant change, when you need to know first, when you need to prepare, only one team gives you the first alert. A trusted team staying ahead of what's next in your neighborhood. Stay alert. Stay with the First Alert Weather Team.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
Being another set of eyes looking out for your kids and your family.
This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
Live, new, and on your side, beginning at 9 p.m., WBRC Fox 6 News breaks down what you need to know before anyone else on your favorite platforms every night. WBRC Fox 6 News at 9 and 10, on your side.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
How will the weather impact your roads? The First Alert weather app has live traffic updates and road conditions for a safer commute. This is why we First Alert.
Hey, we've got some pictures in here. A lot of folks have been sending in shelf cloud pictures. We call them shelfies around here. And this was sent in by Stephen Ray, a Tuscaloosa shelf cloud. Nice shelfie over Walmart there, and you can see a rain core right in through there, breaking up a little bit to the east. This is from Nathan Hedrick in Piedmont, Alabama. Nice shelfie there. And looky here, this is from Nathan Hedrick again, the same Piedmont shelfie. So beautiful shelf clouds. Even got a video of this shelf cloud. I even took a picture of my own shelfie. It's got a horrendous margarita glass cloud on top of it there, so look out for those. Let's move along. We've got a sunset picture. Lizzie was checking it out. Her owner said, wow, and Lizzie said, meow. That's what she said. Here's another weather app submitted by Tyler Young, one of our weather watchers from Trussville. A beautiful sunset, pretty trees reflected in the water. Now, if you want to take a picture and send it in to us, all you do, you download the First Alert weather app, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see a place to submit your photos, and we can share them right here on Weather Extra or on Good Day Alabama or pretty much all of our newscasts.
All right, watching this radar here over Jefferson County around the East Thomas, an aerial flood advisory anywhere from Fultondale all the way back towards the Oxmoor Valley area. Just be extra careful out there. Could be some flooding in a few spots as this rain adds up. And that storm, not a lot of lightning. I've heard a couple of rumbles here on Red Mountain. The storms over Shelby County have weakened. Right now, most of what we're seeing in areas off to the south there and just kind of holding near this corridor from near Forkland, Centerville, Clanton, Alexander City, not far there from the Highway 80 corridor between Highway 80 and Interstate 59 at 20. And there'll probably be some of this still with us tonight as you check in. We've got baseball on WBRC Fox 6. That's why we're in special programming today. So we'll be back after the game tonight with updates. Check in with us. We'll get you ready for the weekend and your First Alert weather forecast. Stay safe out there and have a wonderful evening.